What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Crazy Stories. And today, we're going to get into the story of Talik Raymond Rogers, better known as Freaky Tah. Freaky Tah, born May 14, 1971, in Queens, New York, was a MC, hype man, and promoter. Freaky Tah was a member of a hip-hop group called the Lost Boys, together with Mr. Cheeks, DJ Spig Nice, and Pretty Lou. Tah was also part of Universal Records and was active from 1994 to 1999, the year of his death. The three suspects charged in the March 28th murder of Lost Boys rapper Freaky Tah were affiliated with a wannabe rap group called the Hellraisers, and Freaky Tah's death was not the first to result from an apparent feud between the two groups. All three suspects were charged with second-degree murder and illegal possession of a weapon. Calvin Jones, 29, of Albany, New York, is accused of being the gunman, and a source close to the investigation said he has confessed to the crime. Ryan Fritch, 24, of Queens at the time, is alleged to have driven a van used in the incident, and Rasheem Fletcher, 22 at the time, is alleged to have provided the van. The feud that resulted in the death of Freaky Tah can be traced back at least to November, when a member of the Lost Boys was robbed, the source said. The source declined to identify which member was the victim, but said it was not Freaky Tah. He also said it was not the first time members of the group had been robbed. After the robbery, according to the source, someone police believe was a hanger-on in the Lost Boys camp attempted to retaliate by shooting a man named Michael Saunders, who was a member of the Hellraisers camp. But Saunders, who was killed in the December shooting, actually had no involvement in the robbery, according to police. The source said police don't believe the Lost Boys themselves ordered or approved of Saunders' killing, which he called the work of an affiliate who might have been trying to impress the group. The case is still under investigation. Saunders was the half-brother of Calvin Jones, who was accused of being the gunman in the Freaky Tah murder. After Saunders was shot, Jones basically went looking for this guy. He looked for him for months. He cannot find this guy, the source said. He knows one thing: he's affiliated or friends with the Lost Boys. After Jones heard the Lost Boys and their friends would be attending a party March 27th at the Sheraton Hotel, he recruited Fritch and Fletcher to join him in staking out the party from a van outside the hotel. Police are still seeking a fourth suspect who was in the van. The party cleared out as the evening stretched into the early morning of March 28th, and Jones, wearing a ski mask, left the van and walked into the crowd outside the hotel, police said. In his confession to police, Jones said he chose Freaky Tah as his target because he mistakenly believed the rapper was a cousin of the man who shot Saunders, according to source. 3 days after Freaky Tah's death, a man named Roger Pageant, who was also affiliated with the Hellraisers, was shot dead in Ozone Park, Queens. Police are investigating whether that shooting was in retaliation for Freaky Tah's murder, although the source said the 3 surviving Lost Boys are not under suspicion. Patrick Timberland, a commanding officer who supervised the investigation, said at the press conference that all 3 suspects in Freaky Tah's killings have criminal records. Fletcher's background included convictions on drug and weapons charges. Fritch had a record of similar convictions and was apprehended when he reported to his parole officer, Timberland said. Jones has been convicted of robbery and on weapons and drugs charges. Fletcher pleaded not guilty to murder and weapons charges and was ordered held without bail. The other 2 suspects who were arrested are expected to be charged. As for the Hellraisers, the source said, there's really no such group. He said they could be more accurately described as a group of guys who were trying to put a rap group together. Queens County District Attorney Judge Richard A. Brown called Freaky Tah's murder the senseless killing of an accomplished entertainer and praised police for their work in solving the case. Wendy Washington, a publicist for the Lost Boys record label, said Friday that the group and the label had no comment on any aspect of the case. Freaky Tah was 27 years old at the time of his death. And there you have it. That's the story of Freaky Tah. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to get notified of new videos. Y'all have a good one. I'm out of here.